Hi.
Hello.
I just completely forgot that I speak first. Hi, welcome to Roll for Bowl. I am your DM Ben Competence. We are a D&D actual play live stream, and we are doing Dungeons and Dragons through Odyssey of the Dragonlords, a Greek mythology campaign. These are our four Dragonlords. Say hi, Dragonlords.
Hi,
Hi,
And
Dragon
Dragonlords.
Lords. Hello.
lovely dorks, wonderful people. Hello, Fatima. I see you're here early. Hello, hello. Um, Let me fix this. Okay, I'm trying something new with my sound today, so let me know if the sound's better or worse. You decide. Our heroes. Oh, the summaries. Our heroes have been tasked with saving the continent of Thylia from the Titans who wish to destroy most life on it soon. And in their journeys, they've been traveling to different islands, and they got separated from one hero on the group, Calista. After this happened, they liberated the island of Themis, which is run by. It's an Amazonian island run by Medusas, who they have overthrown with the help of their new ally Darien. That mission is complete, and they are now on the ship, ready to sail back. There's a little retconning we got to do with that because you guys need to set your course before you leave on the boat, which we can do. We can or we can just do that on the ship before you guys go sailing, whichever. It's not that. I don't need to be that pedantic. But as we get started, I want to introduce all four people. I'm going to ask each one of them to introduce themselves, their character, and Jane came up with a great question today. What would your character's favorite video game be? I love this question. So I am going to roll 1d4 and pick each person. Tammy, you are up.
Hey, how did I know that? I am Tammy. I play Kiki, the Triton demigoddess, barbarian slash fighter. And I would say she's probably not too much into like hardcore games or anything like that. Like definitely not the shooter ones. She's been in the military. She's seen that stuff. She doesn't want to do it on her spare time. But I think that she would settle for those nice little relaxing games where, you know, you kind of match 3 or 4 of the same symbols and you've got the background that's like ocean, and the higher levels you get, the more you unlock fish to go in your aquarium, and then you can have little corals and stuff like that. That's what she'd be
Wonderful.
into. I miss that game.
I love this. That is an excellent answer. I love these. I think starting next year, I might do a thing where you guys can ask me that question about an NPC as well. But that'll be down the line. I don't want to throw that out there right now. Next up is Jen.
Ooh.
Jen,
hello, everybody. I'm Jennifer. I play Karen, the Wood Elf Monk. Pow! Okay, I think that maybe his aunt would make him do like those word games to like make him smarter, you know, where you have to like have a wheel with the letters and you have to make words out of it. But then he'd be like, "This is boring," and go to like old school Mortal Kombat or something. When his mom, when his aunt and mom aren't looking.
Love that.
His favorite would be like, yeah. His favorite would probably be like, "Get over here." What's his name?
Scorpion.
Crap. Yes, Scorpion. I think that'd be his favorite. Something like that. Yeah.
I like this. That sounds very cray. Stardew Valley Mortal Kombat in my mind. Let's bring it up to Reed.
Hey, I'm Reed. I play the human wizard Euphemian, and as of late, he's also become a paladin. Let's see here. I think Euphemian would go with the OG and with Mist, because that is the kind of game that you just go through and think about for hours.
Yeah, that's very, very accurate to me. I like that.
I should have changed my thing to access and allies. That's what it should have been. I think that's what his aunt might have wanted. Oh well, whatever.
What was I going to say? Access and allies. I like that answer. Oh, your aunt. That's right. You do have an aunt. And last, but definitely not least, Allie, you can answer for Callista. Allie's camera does say Callista again, Fatima. We will come back to that in a moment.
I have lipstick on my teeth. Excellent. Apologies. So Callista's favorite games would like I really, really, really want to say like narrative-based RPGs, but even though I've never played it, every single part of me is just internally screaming Animal Crossing. And
You
I
would
don't.
love Animal Crossing.
I mean, but like for Callista too. Like that's I just something like pleasant and like social and harmless. I feel like would kind of be her cup of tea.
Excellent.
How about Darian? What would Darian's be?
Oh, yeah.
God, I feel like Darian would be an Assassin's Creed fan.
I think that's great. Both of your characters. So in regards to Callista and Allie, I guess we should get the viewers caught up too. Allie's character Callista was recently turned into stone, and then through some negotiations that went a little too well, was basically brought to somewhere else and is missing. And Allie, we've discussed it, and Allie will resume playing a character when there is a character for Allie to resume playing. In the meantime, she is here to watch with everybody else. Whew! I don't set out to do those things, but they happen. What game would Bullbug be?
Ooh.
My first thought is Super Smash Brothers. My second
Donkey
thought
Kong.
is Stardew Valley. Donkey Kong is good too. Donkey Kong Country is a really good one too, actually.
I was gonna suggest he'd surprise us with like a really intelligent kind of game.
Yeah.
That's possible. I think he would like a game that has a lot of depth, but that depth isn't numbers. Like it's where there's a lot to learn, but that doesn't require a spreadsheet. You know what I mean? So that's why I thought Smash Brothers, because there's a lot of strategy and depth there, but you don't have to learn anything. You don't ever have to like write anything down for that. He's clever. I'm not entirely sure he's literate. So you know.
Please tell me Kyra's would be like Mario Kart.
Kyra's is Final Fantasy.
Oh damn! Okay.
Kyra's is Final Fantasy probably 14 or 7. I don't even have to hesitate on that.
7. Yes, 7.
Yeah. That's quick.
Good story.
So,
hey nerds, I love you guys. I love y'all nerds. We all know what we're talking about here.
I feel the love. So let me see. Let's jump in. Let's throw you guys. The heroes are at the end of the night on the ship. And that has brought us down to day 49, which means we have less than 50 days until the final battle. Before, what's up?
I was hoping that I could retcon that. Say I was like talking to Darian a little bit before we left her, and that I was like, "Oh no, that my aunt was like, you know, trying her best to come back and rectify things, and hope you don't, I don't know, like kill her."
Well, what would you say to her? We can do this as a flashback. We can say, I'm okay with this, because there was a lot of confusion at the end of the last session as to how to end it because we overthrew a fucking kingdom, and I'm okay with adding some details. So we can say that as you all are on the ship, memories go back to a conversation from before towards the end. There was some time when you guys were walking to the ship. Mr. Krayarin, in your drag outfit, I believe. Talking
I was showing Bullbug my titties. Okay.
Yeah, talking to Darian. Allie, if you're up for it, what would you say exactly?
I think Darian, you know, when I came here, it was more of wanting to make things right for my auntie, not knowing that you were here. I'm glad that things have worked out the way it is for you. It's going to be a struggle. But I want you to know my aunt knew your mom to be just and kind.
I mean, it's a small balm for the coup and the betrayal that she partook in, but I do appreciate it. And honestly, as long as we don't see her face around these parts, I don't think we'll have a problem.
I don't know if I can guarantee that I lost track of her. But if I can, I'll try to get word to her that things are all well in the in your island.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay.
I think
Anything
I'll
else?
just leave it at that. I think I'll leave it at that. I think that's the most that Cray can do right now.
Okay. As you sit on the ship, what is Cray doing right now as we flash back to right now?
I think he'd be looking out kind of just off the side of the boat there. And thinking about things he could have changed or done or said that might have made things better. But I think all he can think about is to somehow think of a way to maybe get word to her that, if she's even speaking to him, that he's kept his promise. He kept his promise to help her out. I'd ask Euphemian if he can send a message out or anything, if there's such a thing. He'll know. He's smart.
Do you want to ask him right now?
Yeah, I think I'll go and try to find Euphemian. And I think
I'm
what I'll
sitting
do...
in the corner near to him, still scratching out what I was writing.
Yeah. I think I'll just, wherever he is, wherever Crayon is, I think I'll be like, Euphemian! Euphemian!
Euphemian does not come when called.
Yuffie, I just want to know where you are. Yuffie!
Now he really is not going to be coming when called.
You just go to Versi and be like, Versi, where's you? No.
Oh, I would love if you did that. That's fantastic.
No, I wouldn't do that. Cray is dumb. He's not that dumb.
Yeah.
But okay, so anyways, he'll go find Euphemian.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll go, hey, Euphemian.
Yes?
Are you...
I heard you bellow.
Yeah, well, small guy like me, I gotta be able to find people, Hey, listen, I don't know if you know if there's such a magic or anything, but is there like a way to send a message out to somebody who you have no friggin' idea where they are?
It's possible. It's something that I've done so far. I don't have the ability to do it immediately. I would need to rest before I could do it, but I'm already planning on making some messages to Vulcan before we take off on Metros, so...
Okay. Well, I mean, if you have the ability and you have the available time and inclination to do so. Do you think you could save one of those messages for me? I don't know if you could do it. I don't know. It's
To whom would you be speaking?
well, I told you about my aunt and a little bit about what she's done and what's happened, and I can explain it on the journey, but I need her to know that I kept my promise.
I suppose if you need me to send a message to her, write down something. It can't be more than 25 words.
Okay.
And I can relay that along.
Okay. You know what? I'll think on it and I'll let you know. How's that?
All right.
Thanks, Euphemian. You're a good egg. Hey, where is your egg?
It should be below decks. I haven't gotten to it yet.
Do we get to call you Daddy now?
You will never get to call me Daddy. There's a very specific group of people that are entitled to that. You do not qualify yet.
How
I'm deeply
about
regretting not putting Laureus in this scene.
how about okay? How about bro? Bro.
Euphemian works.
Okay, Euphy. And I just nudge him.
No, not Euphemian. Themes if you absolutely have to.
I like themes.
Fantastic.
Euphy was what his mother called him.
Oh yeah, no, screw that crap then. Sorry. Now that I know. I won't call you Daddy and I won't call you Euphy.
Thank you.
Kiki's not listening to this interchange. She's just sitting there like sniffling, because as she's describing what happened, once she finishes that, she goes into just explaining to Calista and apologizing. I will relay what happened with Kyra that I found out afterwards. And like that is really weighing on her right now. Because yes, she asked Kyra to do something, but she never thought to what extent. So as I'm writing this part, like I'm just like
Where are you when you're doing this?
I'm close to where Euphemian was, because I went to ask him for paper and then a quill, and then I just literally plopped myself down in the corner right where he was. So I could hear them talking, but I'm not listening to them. So I'm just in the corner of wherever it was that I found Euphemian.
Yeah. Fatima, wizards can not only change their spells every day, if they if they find the text of a spell anywhere in the game, they can copy it and learn it so they can expand their spell pool the more they explore. Tammy, while you're writing this, you hear this voice behind you that says, the pretty one didn't come back, and you seem, what's wrong? And without even asking, the Melanthius, the other bard that you fought before, sits down next to you, invites himself to sit down next to you, and looks at you sort of sympathetically and just goes, "What happened?"
Is this a good guy, an okay guy?
This was the guy that you guys fought back on Euphemian's Island, who basically has the moral compass of who is paying me more and who will keep me alive. I am fiercely loyal to. Not like Dingrin, where he can be bought. He will just so far. I don't want to say what his heart is, but I want to say that his actions so far have indicated that he will do the thing that is best for him. And what seems to be best for him is to be loyal to you guys. It has been how he's acted previously.
I am having a hormonal imbalance moment, okay? I just kind of would want to be left alone. It may last a couple days, a couple weeks. I just have to get it out of my system. I'm not elaborating more than that.
Well, I wanted to ask about. I wanted to know what was going on, and I didn't get the answer that I expected. I don't want either of us to be uncomfortable, so I will just bid you goodnight. And he just gets up sort of awkwardly and just sort of, good night, and just like walks off.
I have to just get right back to it. I'll just kind of like, through my tears, I'll kind of give him the stink eye to his back. Like, how dare you interrupt me? And then let's go back to it.
And we pass away into the night. And then raise your hand if you want to. Yeah, right. Raise your hand if you want to keep. If you want to, are ready to go to the next day.
Yeah.
All right. So it's the morning. You guys can set sail now. But as is tradition, I'm being a little lenient because I don't want to fuck you guys over, and I mostly pushed you guys. If you want to choose what island you want to go to next, as you know, you can either pick a constellation, or you can pick a place that you've been to previously. Before you do this, though, I want to say, when you wake up, as you wake up, you hear a voice. Euphemian. A voice that says, "You're welcome and also appreciated. You've earned many victories, and I appreciate the honor given." And you feel warmth rise up in your body that also like almost like when you drink like hot cocoa that rises up in the three of you. Calista Summer would feel a mote of comfort for a moment. As a show of appreciation for the tribute you made at the last battle, which you gave to everybody, Valis is empowering each of you. Each of you has one inspiration, which you can redeem when you'd like, as her thank you for that. Fatima, I chose really poor words. As a thank you for paying tribute. You can pick any island you want to go to, or you can take your time here. You are generally off the coast and safe, and also the Amazons have no further Minotaur with you right now, so go ahead. Your action.
Well,
that was a bad joke.
I think we're all agreed that we're bootlegging it to Mitros, back to the mainland.
Mm-hmm.
Before we actually get down to actually doing this, I would like to have asked Euphemian, maybe right upon waking up. I heard you and Cray talking last night about sending, you're able to send messages. Do you think, in the state that she is in, do you think we could talk to Calista?
Give me just a sec. I just want to take a look
This is
at
both
the
Tammy
actual...
and Kiki. I almost said Kiwi. Kiki asking. Because I don't know if she would be able to receive.
Yes, you absolutely can. That absolutely works. It sends a message in the mind, and they can respond in their mind, and it transcends any level of distance, including other planes of existence. Yeah, you absolutely can.
I hadn't thought of it, but certainly I'm sure she'd like to know that we're on our way.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Let her know that we haven't forgotten and we're not leaving her wherever she is.
I'll put it on the list.
Absolutely. That's all I wanted to. Literally, Tammy and Kiki wanted to ask. Thank you.
I think in the morning, Chandras would visit Euphemian,
Oh,
and you just say, what's up?
as soon as we get ourselves
Mhm.
on track, I
Mhm.
would like to make a sacrifice to Sidon.
Okay, what are you sacrificing?
I'm going to take one of the 10 books of irreplaceable literature that we got
Mhm.
from the Great Library, and I'm going to
Mhm.
make a burnt offering of it to Sidon to speed our travel.
As you burn this, you hear the rumbling of distant storm clouds, and the seas seem to calm just a little bit. The roar gets a little quieter. And you hear within your own mind a voice that speaks to you. Give me one moment. Give me just one moment. You hear a voice that speaks to you that says, "You will not win my favor by doing gestures such as this. You will not coax me into error, but I will show you the proper recognition of your deference."
All we
You can
ask,
respond. Sorry.
all we ask is speed on this one occasion.
Spend your time well. And his voice fades. Yes, you can sail there for in 2 days instead of 3, if you would like, as the wind is in your favor right now. I cannot guarantee that the books would have that same effect in the future, or maybe need more books. But yeah, absolutely. I will assume that we took steps to not let Kyra see that.
Oh,
Uh,
I don't think we've ever actually shown Kyra that we have the books. So.
Okay. In my mind, I don't know if you've ever seen it on Fairly Odd Parents, the Trixie scene whenever someone tears up a picture of her and she's just on an escalator somewhere and she just like is in pain and doesn't know why. I feel like that's like Kyra's right now. Kyra's just like grieving and has no idea why she's grieving. So I think I want Chandras, if that's okay, to sort of as you. So are you setting sail? You're setting sail to Mitros, is that correct?
Yes.
Raise your hand if you guys are on board for that. All right. So as you are setting sail for this and everything's getting ready, Chandras comes over to Euphemian and says, "So I'm not privy to the plans, but I assume you're going to Mitros, correct?"
That's the plan.
Your friend is missing, fallen in battle, I presume. And I'm going to assume that you're going to go petition your gods to help revive or fix this somehow, even with the time that you have.
We've been discussing a trip back to Mitros for some time as a result of other goals that we have. At this time, we also happen to have something more significant on the plate. Now, whether you choose to believe that this is relevant or not, frankly, when I want to hear it, actually, I'm not sure I'm ever going to want to ask for that. So leave me be.
I like this version of you.
I would
And
like
he
to
walks
punch
downstairs.
him.
Go ahead. Roll an attack roll.
With my pathetic 8 strength.
You two are the two like weakest nerds on the ship. Okay, this is fine. You're good.
That's a 5.
Let me
Oh,
see
sorry.
with.
+2 on that, so 7.
Let me see his. I'm gonna say you swing to punch him, and he blocks your arm. He blocks your arm, and he just like has What was it? He has when he blocks it, his hand moves so much faster than you expect, and he's got this dagger with like this blue sapphire gem in the middle, and it's this fine metal, like this fine metal that almost glints in the light whenever he holds it. He looks at you and he says, "I appreciate the sentiment. Don't get carried away." Puts it away, says, "You're following your heart. It's not good for your goals, but it's true to who you are. I respect that on that level. I'm still with you." He looks at you kind of like, "Are we done here?"
I'm not even going to respond. I'm going to walk away.
Show of hands if you're ready to begin the sailing montage. If your hand is lowered, I will assume you have things you'd like to do. Okay. We are traveling on the sea as you guys set off from Themis to get to Mitros, the big city.
Just to be clear, I did have things. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
I'm sorry. I thought your hand was raised. I saw this all wrong.
I started to raise
Please.
my hand, and then I understood what you were actually saying. I thought you were going to say
Oh.
raise your hand if you want to do something before we get going.
No, I am so wrong. I am so wrong. Please go ahead with your thing.
Okay. So first off, I'm going to go through. I'm going to shock my dragon egg. We'll make sure that that's taken care of for the day.
You feel a little bit of warmth coming from it, more so than you did the day before. Please continue.
I'm going to sort of give it a little rub on the top of the shell and leave it in the quarters in its little insulated box.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got sending that I'm going to cast again and again and again, apparently.
All right. Who is your first sending to?
First one is going to be to Calista.
Okay, Allie, you are in fact in this session. Go ahead and send to Calista.
We found out where you are. We're on our way, quick as we can. Don't worry. We'll find you soon.
Get this. Hope Laura took notes.
Allie, you can send a message back if you'd like. You're muted, but you got 25 words.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Glad you're well. I'm safe. Please be careful. Take care of everyone for me. And say hi.
That's the message you hear back. You hear no other context, because since it's in the mind, you don't hear anything altered or untoward about it. Genuinely sounds like you're speaking to Calista right now.
I miss you.
Okay. So the second one will be to the Lady of Coins.
Bring it.
From Cray. You probably don't even want to hear from us, but he did what he had to. He kept his promise. Thylia is liberated. Or,
Themis.
sorry, Themis.
Don't go there.
You get a message back that says, thank you. Who's in charge? How do I repay you? Tell Craven say thank you. Tell him I mean it. I think that's it. Jen, how did I hit 25?
24.
All right. Okay. There you go.
And final one is going to be to... Sorry, I just need to pull up a thing here. Last one is going to be to Vulcan.
Okay. I haven't gotten to be that asshole in a long time.
If you're free to take a job, we should like a Pegasus bridle, and if you can manage, also an amulet of health. Supplies incoming.
Supplies.
Okay, so you don't have the stuff for him to do the Pegasus bridle right now, right? But you have the... Or did you send him the stuff for the...
We haven't sent him the stuff, but we do have precious gemstones equal to...
Okay, so he can start the Amulet of Health, but he can't start the Pegasus bridle till you get there.
Okay.
So he'll sit there and he responds and goes... And Jen, you cut me off if I go past it because I don't have this scripted. But he goes... A Pegasus bridle? Which one of you... All right. I can make that. What have you got up to? You know... How many words do I have left, Jen?
4.
He goes, as for your supplies... And just stops there.
I feel like Vulcan would just be the one to have like a 15-minute diatribe in his cave about what idiots we are. Just because he doesn't understand the sending limits.
Pegasus bridle? What the hell, man?
Excellent. 1 second.
So I'm just going to relay, after everything's done, I'm going to relay to the others what has been said. Let them know that Callie's waiting for us.
Is she okay? She's safe, yeah? She said she's safe.
She said she's safe.
Oh, that's good to know it worked.
Yeah. I miss her. Don't tell her anything, though, but I miss her.
She's perceptive, that one. I bet she probably knows.
Yeah.
Jen, you hear a voice in your head that says, rumor says you fell. If you don't respond, I'll assume it's true. Justice found you, and no one will mourn you. I'm coming home. Is there anything you'd like to send back?
The fuck?
I'm sorry, let me clarify. Is there anything you'd like to send back to Moxina?
Oh. So I recognize the voice then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because otherwise, if I didn't recognize the voice, I'd be like, who the fuck? Okay. So it's my aunt.
Yes, you feel the cold glow, like something radiating cold, on your person, as the sending stone that you took from the Amazonian temple is waiting for a response.
Oh shit.
I've been saying that I put things out there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that shit. I still had it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go back. Oh crap! What was that woman's name now? That's
Leah,
not part of the setting. No, the
which one?
the mom, Darian's mom.
Celia.
Oh, Darian's mom?
Celia.
Yeah. Celia's daughter is now queen. I have Leia's head. Fuck that bitch. Let old dogs lie.
Actually, the head we have is Thessalia.
Oh, Thessalia.
Darian
That's
has
right.
Leia.
That's right.
Mm.
That's right. Thessalia.
We'll
Doesn't
edit
really
it in
matter.
post.
Yeah, we'll do in post credits, guys. This message is really shitty. I'm not as good as everybody else, but yeah, I have Thessalia's head. Don't go back. Let dogs lie. I'm sorry. I think I had 2 words left.
Moxina does not have any sending spells on her own and cannot respond to the surprise that you picked up the phone.
Yep. And I told her some really shitty shit.
Some really shitty shit. Reed, we have the name of this episode. You all set sail on the way back. On day 1, it's an empty, clear day, calm. Almost like the ocean is being, the winds are being told to make way for you. That you have places to be. And the first day passes without incident. Reed, you can recharge your mini spells. As we go to the next day, hands raised if I can fast forward. Keep them down if you're Reed and you got sending spells, or you guys have some other bullshit you want to do.
My hand is up, but it's with a pillow right now.
All right, Reed, did you want to do something? And Jen, knock down a day. Oh, you already did knock down a day. Reed, you're muted. You're muted.
The olive branch that I had tried to attach to the dryad, is that doing anything?
I'll want to come back to that because I want to just I didn't have any notes on it doing anything right now, and I want to make sure that I'm able to address that properly. Yeah. What you want to refresh my memory on when where this olive branch was from again? Because my mind's drawing a blank at the moment. I don't have the notes up on that.
I took an olive branch from the island of the heart where Mitros
That's right.
was.
Mm-hmm.
Took one of the olive branches and I tried to graft it essentially to the dryad itself.
I don't think it has an effect right now, but I'm going to make sure that I acknowledge that fully soon. Yeah, not right now, but I do have a thought on that later. Is there anything else you wanted to check on right now?
Just do my usual. Zap the egg
Mm-hmm.
and make sure that we've got everything sort of tucked away. Might spend part of the day just sort of communing with the dryad.
Mm-hmm.
Just spending time with her.
Roll a religion check. Mm-hmm.
Religion. Oh, that's a little better. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24. 24.
As you sail on calm waters with the Dryad, neither in nor towards malice at this time, towards any danger unknown, but simply to a friend, your mind drifts to her memory of when she was with her sister, and they played in the forest and sang. And happier times, not with lamentation, but as if sharing a positive memory with you. Tammy.
Just gonna say when Euphemian has a few minutes, I will say that I'd like you to come find me when you have a couple hours. I need to teach you how to throw a punch. I appreciate the sentiment that I saw on a corner of my eye earlier, but I'll show you a little bit better technique, okay?
Include me. I know how to punch too.
Wonderful.
Make sure I'm out of earshot of prayer.
You know how Kyra was sad that a book was being burned for no reason? Cray is feeling sad that punches are being thrown and he's not included.
But no, you just don't know why.
But that's just it. He's just sad. He doesn't know why.
That's fantastic. Let me think. I think while you're teaching him, someone's going to come up to Euphemian. Quinn, the human from the Heroes you say is going to come up to Euphemian and say, or sorry, not Euphemian, Crayren. Come to Crayren and say, excuse me, sir, Crayren?
Oh, hi, Quick? Quay?
Quinn.
Quinn, yes,
Quinn.
that's right, Quinn.
Yes, from one leader to another, I wanted to know if I can discuss something with you privately. If you're busy, I understand.
What is it exactly you need there, Quick?
Quinn.
Sorry, Quinn.
Quinn. Crayren.
Yes, we almost rhyme. Yes, I realize that. I'm sorry, pardon?
And he sort of gestures to talk like privately, like a step aside. Like he puts his hand on your shoulder, like you're equals, and he's like guiding you away. It's like I wanted to talk to you about something. And he goes, I don't like to gossip, but I do like to know what's going on with my crew. And I noticed that one of my crew members, Dingren, was discussing that we should part ways as soon as we get to Mitros. And I wanted to know if, well, they left, and then they came back, and now they're planning to leave again. And they want to leave with me. So is there anything that I should know about that?
Your crew and what they do is up to you.
Okay.
Whether you want
Correct.
to leave in Mitros or in the ocean is really none of my concern right now. So as long as you stay out of trouble, Quinn.
It's an easy name to remember. It's one syllable.
Uh-huh.
I remember it. I remember Crayren, which is 3.
Grateful that you are still on this boat and not being hung over the side.
These are threats. These are threats, and I can appreciate them. I am good at subtext, and as an example, I will simply say, "Thank you for your time." And he just bows and excuses himself and like walks away, very dignified but very quickly.
I let Euphemian and Kiki know while they're sparring a little bit of this.
Mhm.
And at this point, can I like get rid of Dengrin now?
Are you asking them or me?
Them.
Okay.
Like in character.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to punch something that
I'm
is
just having
not...
a normal I'll be responding, just having a normal conversation, probably Euphemian's out of breath. But did you even tell Quinn what the fuck Dangren did to us? Why we want to dump her in the ocean? No, unfortunately, we can't do anything because Euphemian here made an oath to protect her until we have Calista back in proper working order and safe. So until Calista is safe, unfortunately, we have to keep Dangren safe.
Well, Euphemian, I mean, I know you have to keep Dangren safe, but you don't have to know when she has to be safe now, is it? Or is it all-encompassing? Like, I mean, you can't keep her safe if you're sleeping. I mean, right?
I will have stopped and just stare at Crayon as he says that.
The Euphemian
Wait.
is just gassed out, doubled over,
Oh.
gasping for breath.
I thought you were
He's
going to
trying to
actually take
speak,
that moment
but he
to get a good one in.
This is wonderful.
Here, you know what, Euphemian, why don't you take a break? I'll do some sparring with Kiki. I need to punch something. Come on,
I love
Kiki, let's
this.
go.
I could just one-shot you again.
Yeah, you do that with your weapon. Let's do it with fists, girl. Come on, let's do it.
Oh shit! All right, you're in this. Okay,
Come on,
show of
Kiki.
hands.
Yeah. So I don't know
Show of
what...
hands, who wants to see Kiki and Cray go at
Craig,
it?
go at it.
You know what? If you guys want to do a quick spar, I could do that.
Well, the whole point of this is for Euphemian to take a break and get his breath back. So, and
All
for
right.
Cray to work out
Fine.
some aggression. So,
Okay,
you
fucking
know...
roll for initiative.
Oh, we're doing it? Let's do it.
If you want,
do
it's
it.
up to you. I'm not
Let's
gonna.
do it, Kiki.
Let's do it.
Okay,
Fatima, to answer your question on why they're rolling, Euphemian's oath, fates don't do loopholes. They do tricky wording, but they don't do loopholes. Euphemian needs to be in good faith doing what he can to uphold that vow. If
I'm
Dingren
saying-
dies outside of the best of Euphemian's ability, then that's that. That's fine. He kept his promise. But if Euphemian's like, I'm just gonna close my eyes and pretend I don't see it, then no, he's broken that. They would have to legitimately Jin and Tammy, if they wanted Dingren dead before the oath is over, would genuinely have to outplay Reed in order for Reed to not be screwed over.
Good luck.
And I said, well, you'd be asleep. So, you know what? Why don't you think about it? And, while Kiki and I do stuff, and then you tell
Okay.
us what it is. So anyways, I rolled a...
You rolled a 20.
20.
You rolled a 20. Do you want me? I'm gonna put your tokens on the ship just so we can, like, in case positioning is
Yeah.
important. Okay.
Let's do this. Keep
Um,
it fun.
Pythor is absolutely going to be watching this, just so you know.
We were
and
just
then,
practicing on the thing on the deck of the ship, and now it's like fight, fight, fight.
Yeah,
fight.
I mean, this is great. Let me put you guys on the position here.
Sorry, Tammy, you're muted.
How tall are you again, Cray?
Oh, friggin' 5 feet, and like
Really?
nothing.
You're not taller than me.
Give me 2 seconds. Let me look at my description because I had forgotten.
I know you're
Oh.
the shortest one.
Oh, 4'10".
Okay,
There we go.
4'10". 4'10". I'm 5 feet, so I'm about a whole. Oh, okay. I guess it's like Tammy and Jen in real life. I'm almost a whole head.
Yes.
taller than you.
That's right.
I can work with this.
When it's
Mhm.
rooted in like what you totally know, it's way easier.
As you guys are fighting, I'm gonna say, like, each round that this goes on, more people are gonna want to see this, because, like, not only is this like entertainment, but this is like a demigoddess and like one of the heroes of Destiny. Like, this is some pay-per-view shit. Yeah. Oh shit, that's too loud.
Oh, I
Sorry.
love that music too. It's like, wow.
That music is way too loud, but it's good. It's good. So as I tune this, Cray, I'm gonna put you guys on position here, just a little bit across from each other, but go ahead. And Reed, if you
Okay.
want to act in too, you can have initiative, and if any NPCs feel they need to do something, they'll do it at the top of the round.
All right. So, Kiki, I've been wanting to spar for a while with somebody. So, and he knows that Kiki's already kicked his ass once, so he's like, okay, I gotta perform now. So he's gonna come in and
This is for all the dignity.
For 0 dignity. He doesn't give a shit. So he's gonna go ahead and take a. You know what? His first strike will probably try to go right at the collarbone. Just bam, right in the collarbone.
Okay, roll your attack roll. I don't think she has
27?
any.
Oh yeah.
Whew.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my damage, which is 11.
All right,
Okay.
that's what type of damage is that? Bludgeoning? Because it's
Bludgeoning. Yes, bludgeoning. I
Alright,
don't think
Tammy,
I've had a
take-
chance to rage yet.
Nope.
So then I'm going to do my stunning strike. Which is a
roll a con
14
save, Tammy.
14
Okay.
con save.
Oh shit.
That is a natural 1 for a 7.
Okay.
He hits you right in the collarbone, and he hits you right in the collarbone, and it just happens so swiftly, especially compared to last time, that it catches you off guard and you find yourself staggering. You don't get a turn, but you can roleplay something briefly if you want.
I don't get a turn.
You're
What
stunned.
kind of bullshit is this?
Yeah, it doesn't
Well-
feel good, does it? when it's against the heroes.
Well, I still have to do the rest of my action, but yeah, sure.
Oh
I'll do
shit! You get the
stunning.
rest of your turn. You get the rest of your turn. Sorry, please continue.
No, it's
Please
okay.
cont-
What would Kiki do? Like if I was like that first strike and you're like,
I would go into a rage as a reaction, but I'll do that on my turn. I'll just be kind of like stunned because it's like, okay, yeah, I kind of wasn't ready
Yeah.
for that.
Mhm.
"The fuck,
Fantastic.
you ass." Anyways,
Oh,
okay,
this
so
little shrimp.
Yeah,
Little
straight.
shrimp and rabies. The hell?
Mm.
so I think he would do another unarmed strike. Bam.
This is
22.
Yep.
this is amazing.
9.
Damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll do.
Did you roll with advantage?
No.
No,
but-
she's stunned. You might get a critical hit. Heaven
Oh.
knows she's got one on you before.
the first, I think, was that the first
Yeah.
time when I
Fight!
18, yeah.
The theater.
No. Okay, so then I'll do my flurry of blows. So let me go back to my. So I can just get rid of that one key point. Okay, and then flurry of blows that. So flurry of blows. With advantage. Oh, that's an actual critical. Holy shit. Holy shit. Why am I wasting this all on Kiki? It should be to somebody. Okay, anyway, so Kiki, I'm doing a crit on you. I'm sorry, love.
Uh-huh.
So that's what, 11 plus 6, so 17?
Okay.
You rolled a 17 bludgeoning damage. She has not gotten to go yet, and you've done how much damage?
I don't know.
45. I'm at 45 of 82.
Woo!
You've done
just
37
about
points
half.
of damage.
Almost
Okay,
half.
my last flurry of
Mm.
blows is a 23.
Yeah, roll for damage.
Fuck, 10. Shit, why am I rolling good now? It should have been like friggin' against Leia. Fucking. Anyways.
Good lord. This is all her first turn, Fatima, because she's a bad person.
Yeah,
Um,
Cray is feeling kind of bad right now, but he's also kind of exhilarated because he's like,
Well, technically, yeah, it is the second turn because I was stunned. Yes.
yeah.
No, she hasn't finished her. I thought you
Oh,
hadn't
that's
finished.
right. That's right. She had other bullshit to do. It is the first
She's
turn.
wrapping up her first turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, oh, she's gonna kick my ass. So then I'm gonna like, I think I have like 60 feet of movement when I do that kind of thing.
Mhm.
No.
So then,
No,
yeah,
no,
'cause
no. You don't pull bullshit like that. You want to
Yes.
spar? You stay right
I have-
here.
I have, you don't have Sentinel, so I have
She's stunned.
50 I have
Mm.
50 feet of movement plus. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll just like dance back. I'll be like, fuck, she's gonna kill me. So I'm gonna move
Mhm.
away. And then kind of like ready myself to see what she'll do. And I think you can rage at this point, right? Because I end my turn.
No, she doesn't get her turn. Tammy, you don't get your turn. You can basically do a small amount of like role play. And what I'm starting to let happen in my groups, I'm experimenting with this, is you don't have, like, the book says you're stunned, like you're incapable of movement and you can only choke out a few words, is what it says in the book. I'm homebrew changing that softly. As long as your character loses their full turn, you can do that whatever you want. Like I did in another group where they were fighting a spider woman, and like she basically lost her footing and needed the whole turn to stand back up. You know what I mean? So like stunning can take any form as long as it has the same mechanical effect. But yeah, how do you want to spend your stunned turn?
I am going to stagger and kind of almost like get down on one knee and grab myself, make it seem like way worse than it is.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna hear a voice that just goes. You hear a voice that just goes, "Oh, he's a fucking twig. Just get up and quit playing with him already." And you see Pythor over there, legitimately pissed at what's going on, because you're his daughter and a demigoddess, and he is not in a good mood about Krarin right now. This is a very personal thing for him to witness. Euphemian, did you want to do anything, or are you still watching on the sidelines?
Caught it that time. I'm still watching on the sidelines. I'm gonna keep my eye out, make sure nothing untoward happens, that somebody doesn't get a lethal, an accidentally lethal blow or something like that. If anybody drops to 0 hit
drinking
points,
water.
I'll turn around and
you're fine.
healing word, but I'll just hold my action.
Yeah, I think at this point you're just gonna like hear there's like gonna be some people coming up, and you're gonna see Clotho coming out there. Kyra's coming up. Kyra witnesses this and immediately has a scroll out to write things. And just has a huge smile on her face, and a squirrel up on one of the rails just watching.
Oh, a squirrel!
Kraven, it's your turn.
Hey, that was a fun spar. And then I'm gonna come in and just like do a half-hearted thing, and hopefully it doesn't hit, is what he's hoping. So he's gonna do an unarmed strike and hope it doesn't hit.
Roll with advantage.
Oh, right, with advantage. Forgot. Bam.
You know, if you want to throw, the hit and deliberately miss, I will allow you to roll performance versus anybody's, because if it doesn't roll high enough, people would see that you're going easy on her.
Shit.
Do you want to sell that? Do you want, I'm going to give you a chance to retcon this. Do you want to actually hit and we'll keep these numbers, or do you want to try and sell not hitting and roll a performance check instead? Because you could choose not to hit. Krarin could do that. It's how it looks that's the issue.
I will do performance.
Roll a performance check. You're going to roll against the passive insight of anybody watching.
Jesus, there's gods on here. Okay, I'm going to try doing it. I don't care.
Yeah, but some of them aren't the smartest gods. So
19?
19. Let me see. Let me check something. Reed, if you're whatever your passive insight is, you can go with that as well.
I'm like wringing my hands right now.
Yeah, you throw this punch, and Kiki, how would you like you can block it like with your last, like your reserve of strength basically. Mm-hmm. Essentially what's going to happen, because I think Kiki, your passive insight is also low enough that this comes across to, at a 19, this comes across to everybody like Krarin. I don't know if you're okay with this, Jin. Krarin getting a little overconfident and throwing a punch that's like really predictable, allowing Kiki to block it. At a 19, nobody's the wiser that this was thrown. But Cray, you do still have the rest of your turn.
I'll just be like, I think after doing that huge, I think he was really pissed at Quinn. So he came on harder than he thought. So when he realized what he's done, he's like, oh, fuck. And so he would like throw a punch, but not really, and be like, oh, I have to run away. And
and your Pythor go, yeah, you're in trouble now, and you realize it.
Yeah. And I'll just be, and that's what I'll do.
Is that your turn? So can I go to Kiki then?
Yep.
Kiki, it's your action.
Oh, I should have done patient
Right.
defense. Sorry.
Do you want to do that?
Can I retcon to patient defense?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
As you sort of move defensively, and you hear Pythor. Pythor, I think, is just sort of gonna like. Kyra's moved over to Pythor almost like, just like very fluidly without even thinking about it, and Pythor just sort of nudges like, watch this part, as he elbows Kyra. Kiki, go ahead.
Okay, so Kiki is going to rage, and her rage, you'll see her start frothing at the gills, but then that sort of changes.
Oh.
Her shape changes. You can see like bubbles and water, and then my shape changes, and from, let's say, my chest upwards, you see a shark head.
Oh my god, that's fucking wicked.
Maui in Moana.
Yes! I love it.
That is so appropriate because every time you say you're a demigoddess, I just go of the wind and sea. Every time.
You do this, and Kyra just just like watches it, just like has never seen you go full half shark before, and Pythor just lets out a huge laugh.
Unbeknownst to everybody else, because you see the shark head, but I have not opened my mouth, I have chosen not to have teeth. So I'm just a gummy shark.
Gummy demi shark?
Yep.
Somebody clip that.
And I want to go for a bite to Craren's face.
Okay, roll for bite.
Disadvantage because of my patient defense.
Oh, disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it again. Oh shit, that would have been a natural 20. But that's a for my first one.
Yeah, so that misses.
Okay.
Yeah, so Craren dodges out of the way pretty quickly.
And then I'm gonna try for a second time. Oh shit, this one's a 10.
As she misses, yeah.
But basically, when my mouth opens, then everybody can see that I have no teeth, but it's just kind of like wet slobber. I'm just trying to slobber on Craren's face. Not trying to attack to hurt. I literally just want to kind of gross him out.
I love this. Let me think. Do you guys hear like a light whistle music in the background? Do I have two pieces of music going at once? Okay,
Sounds
so
good if it is.
all right. Let me think for a second. When this happens, I'm gonna say like the area around you, like this sort of silvery mist rises up, almost encircling you guys, making like this, enclosing you guys off and setting you guys apart from everything else. As both of you are able to see each other a bit more clearly, and everybody else a bit less so. Kyra giving you guys the Song of Perseverance so that you can stay alive in the worst case scenario, but also just almost spotlighting you guys. And she looks at it and just watching it and goes, "Sorry, don't mind me." And Craven, it's your turn.
I think I'll see the gummy little mouth, and I'm like, "You need to go wash out your mouth." And I'm gonna grab her and myself and throw us both overboard.
Roll a grapple check, and Tammy, you can roll athletics or acrobatics to try and get out of it.
So it's the strength, isn't it? Oh no.
It's an athletics check for you, I believe.
Athletics check for me. Oh boy.
And you'd have
okay.
advantage, Kiki, because of rage.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Oh fuck, 13. No way.
Okay, Kiki.
So yeah, 17 is my first roll.
You go to grab her, and or she goes to grab you. He goes to grab you, third time, and you were able to push against that pretty easily, but able to resist that pretty easily. But it is. You have the rest of your. No, that's your whole turn. You got your bonus action, I guess.
I tickle Kiki.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
That's plus. Oh no, plus 10. Holy shit! I rolled a 1 on a plus 10. The sleight of hand. Fuck me. Okay.
You go to tickle Kiki. Kiki, do you block it or does it not work? I will let Kiki narrate what happens there.
I think I'm gonna go like this to block the tickle. And if I can kind of incorporate this into my next turn, I'm gonna reach down with my other hand, lift up Cray's leg, and over the railing.
You want to throw Cray?
Yeah.
Okay. Then it's your athletics checks against Cray's acrobatics or athletics.
Ooh,
I rolled a
acrobatics.
13.
You would still
rolled
have
18.
advantage, Tammy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
That's right, 'cause
advantage.
you're still
then.
raging, yeah.
Sorry. 18 then. Jesus.
Oh my god, rollies! No.
Okay, that's a wash. So you don't fall anywhere. So yeah, you're able to resist it. So it's just like you two like reaching and grabbing each other, and it's not like landing for either of you. As Python just goes, "Come on, just kill him." I mean, knock him unconscious. And Kyra's been looking, just knock him unconscious.
I think at this point I just start giggling, and then I just start hugging Kiki.
And I'm just still trying to get my mouth on your face to just like just a
Yeah.
suck on your face.
So you're starting to suck on my face, and I'm just like, I think we just start giggling. We
Oh,
just
this is
start
good.
giggling.
Kiki, do you start giggling as well, or are you still fighting?
No, I'm starting to kind of give into the giggles too.
I think as like what was it?
We started like a fight, and we end up doing this.
As Pythor is just go.
Well,
Uh,
since Kiki has turned herself into a shark, but she's apparently failed at it, I'm going to go and help her out. I'm going to cast Polymorph.
oh my gosh! What?
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see here.
This is what high fantasy is all about.
Tammy, do you want to resist this, or do you want to let this happen?
Oh no, I will let this happen for sure. It'll take me a few moments like to figure out, and then I'll be like, okay, because he did switch me to something. No, he did
He
himself.
switched
Okay.
himself, yeah.
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 Okay. So, but I'll just say his magic has a familiar tingle
Oh.
because he has
Yeah.
cast something on me earlier.
It's called love. That's good. It's called love.
Yeah.
You're not in the water right now, right? So you're just like, what kind of shark, Reed?
Oh my god.
There's
I don't
several
know.
different types, but there's not just literally shark. I can go with hunter shark.
Flopping on the deck.
Let's go with a
Great white.
Tammy-sized or a Kiki-sized shark.
As you
Hunter shark.
become a Kiki-sized shark, flopping on the, or not flopping, but you just like land on the deck. It's your call if you want to flop. You want to roll for flopping. But
Oh, I'm gonna fucking go all out. Yes, I will do the flapping, thrashing the tail.
you roll a con save.
21.
Oh thank god.
As you are struggling to breathe right now. And what was it? The squirrel just fucking screams and like is gone. Is just gone. That's it. And what was I gonna say? The
I think I see this, and first of all, I was like, "Oh, this is so fun!" And then all of a sudden, this happens, and I see this shark
Yeah.
struggling, and I pick it up, and in my pure like adrenaline, just take us both overboard.
I love this. Give me 1 second. I got some music playing on here that I don't mean to. I gotta fix this. Here it is. Ah, that's what I have. Okay. And sorry, Jin, what did you do? I apologize. I had to fix the tech issue.
So I think I see. So Kiki and I are just having fun, and we start giggling and stuff, and then all of a sudden she's a shark and can't breathe, and I'm like in stunned horror. So I pick her up, and using my adrenaline, just push us both over the ship, which is my whole point. I wanted us both off the ship.
This is America Chavez. She threw a shark across the world one time. This is amazing. If you throw the shark overboard
With myself.
with
well.
yourself, and Kyra's just trying to make notes, and Pythor's just sort of pouting at this point. Euphemian, what do you want to do? Fatima, thank you for the bits. Oh my gosh, 5,000 bits. That is so wonderful.
Holy
Thank
shit.
you.
500.
Wow,
That is-
thank you.
Well, she's donating 500 bits now, but she's got an achievement for donating
Oh, okay.
5,000 bits over her time.
Oh, okay.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. It's so kind of you. So Euphemian, what do you want to do in our very serious episode?
As soon as it becomes obvious that, there's actual discomfort going on, I'm going to stop the polymorph.
Holy shit! So as we're going overboard,
Yeah,
I'm panicking. So I have Kiki in my arms, and we're falling into the ocean. Awesome, belly flop.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll look over the edge at both of you. I think that makes me the winner.
I think
This is-
Kiki. I think I'd start giggling with Kiki, and be like, "We gotta get him."
Oh my gosh.
We have to plan something really good.
We have to plan something really good, Kiki.
Don't you still have the thing you were supposed to give him from Kyra? Jen?
Can't remember.
That was a while ago, yeah.
Oh, I gotta check through my notes.
No, that's fine. So are you guys climbing back on board?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys get up there. Yeah, everyone's sort of watching. You get up there, and like Kyra is sort of like just gives this huge thunderous applause by herself, and Clotho is just sort of like applauding too, but is very confused. The squirrel's gone. Pythor's pouting. Euphemian watching the victor.
Oh, actually, just before we climbed up on the boat, I'm going to say to Krarin, as soon as we get up there, we're going to run and sandwich Euphemian. We're soaking wet. He's dry, well, with sweat, but we're going to get him and we're going to like soak him with
Oh
our
yeah.
wet bodies.
Yes. I like it.
Incredible. Incredible.
I think I've had a dream like this once.
Oh my god.
If anybody in the audience does commissioned fan art, let me know. If you two are charging him, Euphemian, are you going to try and dodge that?
And Euphemian didn't want me to call him daddy. I mean, come on.
Oh, daddy!
Yeah,
Not
I'm
in that tone of voice.
As soon as they start coming my way, I'm gonna go down in below decks.
I have
Wonderful.
50 feet of movement, Euphemian. I can catch up to you.
Yeah,
Mm.
but I can also run.
I think that yeah, Euphemian. I would say Euphemian's able to get down there
Actually,
quicker
no.
than.
I would cast fly.
The two mealies are like, we can't get you. We can't get you.
As Euphemian is flying above them, I presume.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely wonderful.
Best of winds. to bring him back down. Oh shit! It has to come from me. God damn it!
It's too bad we don't have like water balloons. That would be great. Start pelting him with the water balloons.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
We'll get him. We'll find another time to get him.
yeah, Kiki.
And Kyra goes, I don't know who the winner is, but I'm going to write it a few different ways and come back to this. Is there anything else you guys want to do at this moment?
I'm gonna say, wow, Cray, you actually fucking hit hard.
Well,
Good for you.
I mean, I learned from watching all of you, right? You're friggin' pretty ferocious. I need to learn how to be that too. So thanks.
Just have to look at your opponent. And if you can get some spittle going, that works. Really
Oh,
confuse the system.
That worked for your shark.
Yeah, but I got the actual shit to back it up too.
Yeah, gummy shark. That'll be
Um,
your new nickname, you and I.
love it.
You do that, and the next time the shark head comes out, it's getting its razor teeth, and they're coming for you.
And I just go punch her on the shoulder as like a
Oh,
thing.
I was gonna say I'll try and grab you around the shoulders and kind of get you a
Noogie.
little bit down. Yeah, kind of.
I love this.
Noogie.
I think
doesn't
we'll
work as
start-
Well.
I think we'll just start roughhousing at that point, like, you know.
In the
Oh.
ship,
Let's check your bacon. Is it still okay?
that
Plus,
bacon in the
probably
pocket's
just-
ruined.
yeah.
No.
Oh, was
no,
it? Was
I
it
got her a
secured
good bag.
bacon?
I got him a good bag.
Oh, okay. Then yeah,
One
that would still be good bacon.
hermetically seals and keeps fresh.
Wonderful, hermetically sealed bacon. Wonderful. So that would still be preserved.
The ones in my pocket though are done. It's
Yeah, I don't care about those.
We'll get. Well, I think we're gonna go to a break in a second. As these three have a good joke, laugh, fight, and have a good time, enjoying a well-earned rest. There is definitely a need to rest and unwind and exhale, but not everybody's doing that elsewhere in the world. Lutheria makes one more offer and bargain that we'll come back to soon. Let's take a 15-minute break, and I will see you guys at 8:45 Pacific time. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Right.
All right, see you all soon.
See you in a bit.
Hello, welcome back, everybody. We are Roll for Bowl. We are resuming our very wild session for a little while longer. There we go. Okay, that's working. If you like what you're watching, please be sure to follow, subscribe, send emotes. We have a Discord. We'll put the Discord in there, but people are welcome to come in there and chat. Also, I know there's a few people that are swinging by that haven't been here before. I just want to assure everybody that we love talking to people during our stream, and it can be the most basic question. Like, you can ask, like, how do you play D&D in the stream, and we'll find a way to answer while we're doing it. We have viewers that didn't know what D&D was before we started, so feel free to chat with us. We'd love to hear from you. You can join our Discord, get caught up. We have a wiki that I don't know if it's still being updated, but we have one. I also want to say, if you want to be a part of an adventure yourself, I actually am a professional dungeon master. I do offer seats at my tables, or I can start a full new campaign. I currently have a campaign on Sundays that's looking for a couple new players, and I'd be glad to make a new campaign for you as well. I'll put a link in the Discord, or in the Roll20 Twitch chat if you want to join. I got it right on third try. I love teaching newcomers. I love groups. Let me know. I'll work around your schedule. Does anybody have anything else before we get started on this aquatic? So far off the rails, we're in the ocean.
Just
does anybody have anything else?
Pointing back to the merch store. I put the link up there
Yeah.
in the chat. Streamlabs.com/rollforbull/merch. If you go there, there's a whole bunch of really neat stuff that all has our brands and emotes and all kinds of fun stuff on it.
I've had the shirt and I keep forgetting to wear it. I wore it when we when we were doing your story, and I didn't wear it to the main story. But it's very good. They're very quality shirts. Reed did an amazing job. And
Very
so did our
quality
artist. Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Our artist, Letty, who we need to give more shout outs to.
Yeah.
But you all are on the ocean, sailing ahead. Raise your hand if you're okay with me closing out the day. Okay. Jen, what do you got?
I just wanted to, once the excitement of our sparring has kind of calmed down, I think I'll talk to you, Femian, and say, well, what should we do with Quinn? Should I have told him something? Should I even worry about it? Like, Dangren's a problem.
I mean, Dangren absolutely is a problem, but if they're leaving, it's not our problem. I have nothing against Quinn and the rest of theirs, but if you do think that it's a good idea, if you think that they would separate from one another, or cast Dangren adrift, then perhaps I could speak with him.
That might be good, but I want her to know that she can't mess with us ever again. So, I have my plans. Maybe I'll ask Seema just to keep tabs on this Dangren folk. See if she can't, once we get Calista, of course.
Well, of course that's the priority.
But fuck that bitch once we get Calista back. I can't.
Fixing my hair, kind of brushing through and redoing my braid and ponytail, and I'm wringing out my hair on Craren.
I'm trying to have a conversation with Euphemian here.
Not interrupting.
I try to flick some water onto Euphemian as I'm talking. But,
Shield.
yeah. Splatters me back in my eye.
That's fantastic.
Ow!
That's fantastic.
But yeah, I just, I don't trust Dangren at all. I just don't like her.
Have no intention of keeping her around, or having her kept around.
Okay.
Although perhaps the others, Quinn and his troop, are ready to be rid of her as well.
Do good to maybe just let him know what he has. I mean, I don't think he's that. I think he's perceptive enough to know, but I don't know.
The man thought that he could travel to the Nether Sea on a dinghy?
I tried to give some sort of benefit of the doubt, but you know what? You're right. You're right. He's dumb as a doornail.
Which one, Dingren?
No, Quinn.
Quinn. Oh, Quinn. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as long as they don't make trouble for us. I don't like things in my way. And right now, an ocean is what is in our way to Calista. And I can't punch an ocean.
Touch my heart.
Alright. I'll speak with Quinn. We'll see where we stand there.
Thank you. And I shake off like a dog and hopefully get it all over Kiki.
I'll go track down Quinn.
You find him. He's downstairs. I'd say reading some book he's had on him. It's very waterlogged. But he's reading some sort of work of fiction.
Is it something I would have read?
Yes, it would be just a very popular fantasy, or like almost a probably adventure story. I don't have the details for it, but a popular adventure story of some kind. That he probably reads like this is the dude that fucking reads Infinite Jest and Atlas Shrugged. Like this dude reads the popular books. But go ahead.
Okay. I was hoping I could find you. Could we speak?
Yes, of course. Did I do something wrong? Is this about Craven? Because I meant no offense to him whatsoever. I'm sure he's perfectly...
It comes on strong, don't worry about it. It's not a problem.
Oh, okay.
I...
Well, then have a seat. And he like brushes a sits aside.
Okay, I'll take a seat with him. It is worth speaking about the situation with Dengren.
Yes, what happened there? If I may ask, if that's a business.
Well, she sold us all out, effectively.
She was not...
We were given a situation where she was able to help us, and I've taken an oath to ensure her safety. At least until Calista is back. But I just want you to know that we have nothing against the rest of your group. We don't hold you accountable for Dengren's actions, particularly as she was not aboard. You were separate at the time.
No, her actions are her own. But my actions are mine, and I am surprised and not surprised. She always said that we better continue to pay her or she'll take the money one way or another. She then told me where each of us slept, even though we had not yet traveled together yet when I made that arrangement. So I kept paying her. I did not know that she would turn so quickly. Sounds like she's a woman of her word in a most terrible way. Thank you for letting me know, and I'm sorry. No one could have seen that coming, I suppose, or the degree to which it happened. But she is my crew. She's my responsibility. Are you the captain? Was Craven the captain? Are you speaking on Craven's behalf?
I think technically Kiki is the captain. I'm just the one who's good with words.
Oh, okay. You're the diplomat. All right. Well, tell your captain that I will be taking care of taking care of Dengren off once we get to land, and she'll be traveling with us. She'll be my responsibility, and to the best of my capabilities, she won't bother you anymore. That's a promise from me to you, is what you say to her, not to you. You're the diplomat, but tell her.
I would offer you another alternative, which is that you are entirely welcome, your crew minus Dengren, to continue on with us.
Why? I'm sorry. I wanted to know, are you offering to hire us, or a collaboration?
Well, certainly, from time to time we do require an extra arm or extra bit of aid. A wider palette of skills would be something that may be worthwhile keeping around.
You could definitely use some assistance with leadership in the management of this ship. No offense to any of you, but I do have some experience with that I'd be glad to contribute. It is my area of expertise. I kept my ship in very good shape up until it was wrecked. So, I'd be glad to help.
We will be putting Dengren ashore, of course, but the rest of you. You understand what this ship is out there for, right?
I believe so. You're adventuring, you're trying to, something about the Titans.
Do you know of the Oath?
The Oath, yes. Yes.
It's coming to an end.
And you see on his face, because everyone knows that the Oath would have to end sometime, but like no one, like it's not exactly like the calendar date isn't common knowledge. So he like opens his mouth to be like, well, yes, everybody knows that, and then he sort of considers why you're saying that, and just sort of goes, oh, so are you trying to negotiate an extension?
Ideally, we'd like to arrange something with the Titans that results in the least damage and blood loss possible. Whether that's an extension, whether we can form an indefinite truce, all of these would be ideal. Any of these would be ideal.
I think it's noble to sacrifice yourself to that cause. I hope that they accept. I would be glad to lend my expertise to this cause. I feel that I owe you. And also I don't have a ship.
Well, certainly while we have Pythor and we have some with experience manning vessels like this, the more experience the better.
Absolutely. Then I'm part of your crew. I will think about what to do with Dingrin and figure and handle that. I don't want her to cause any of you any more harm. You saved us, and I would feel very embarrassed if your saving us caused one of you to be killed or die. That would just be so uncomfortable, and I don't want that to happen.
Well, I appreciate it. I am, as I mentioned, under oath to keep her safe until Calista is free.
Well, let's hope this Carissa turns out to be okay.
I hear she knows it all.
She seemed wise. Is there anything else you want to do here?
Nope.
Fatima, they did. We go into nightfall, unless anybody else wants to do anything. Let me see. As you guys are moving across the sea in this clear night, and you can see the stars perfectly, Sidon has seen fit to allow you some passage for now. Almost just like rewarding you, giving you your treat for like acknowledging and deferring to him. And after a little bit, as you're out there, you hear Clotho, who's up in the crow's nest, go, "Oh, look at that!" Like shouting, and you see this shooting star, this light through the sky, falling. The star getting brighter and bigger until somewhere you see the whole sky light up with silver and white, blinding, until you hear this thundering, crashing sound in the distance. This thing falling into the sea. And then silence. And Clotho goes, "Do you think that's good luck?" Shouting down to nobody in particular. And you guys have any option whether you want to react to this at all, or whether you want to just resume into the morning and we can skip to the next day.
To the best of my ability, I'd like to mark down in the on a star chart from where that was and where it seems to have ended.
Okay. If you want to mark it now, I'm going to do some fudgy numbers because they deliberately don't do precise math with the travel distances here. Since you are a day away from Mitros, I will say that if you want to visit this at some point in the future, not now, it will be a day out and a day in, so 2-day round trip. If you're leaving from Mitros. If you're leaving from anywhere else, it's the 3 and 3. Is that fair? Okay.
Yep.
Or you can look into it now, but you don't have to. I guess at that point, show of hands, should we go to the next day?
To Mitros.
And one more day, Jen.
One day more.
And in the morning,
Hey, got my HP back.
Craven, you hear a voice that says to you, Moxina's voice that says, let me write this down.
Crazy in trouble, crazy in trouble.
Cray should be used to this. Cray should be used
Yeah, that's right.
to this.
You've been giving your
All right.
sack some love there, right, Euphemian?
You get, I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
You get a message. Loris isn't even in the scene. You get this message from Moxina that says, I don't know what happened, Prayerin, but thank you. I'll retake the island, then? If there was a way that I could... I'm proud of... And it cuts off right there.
Oh.
You want to send something back?
I think I'll send something back and I'll be like, I think you need to let the island go. There are bigger fish to fry. The end of an era is coming. Be well. Thanks.
I want you to roll persuasion with advantage.
Oh boy, persuasion. Cray is good at.
Thank you,
He does
Tammy.
not persuade with anything except for his fists. Okay, persuade. Oh, fuck me. That's a 0.
Oh,
With advantage?
Oh, shit.
oh. Disadvantage.
Damn. Persuasion. That's a 16. Not that much better. -1, so
16.
go Cray.
Um,
Well, 16, so 17, -1.
you don't get a message back from Moxina, of course. And the day goes on. And in time, you see familiar shores rise up as the dock and the Colossus on the horizon come into focus. And the 3 heroes and all of their allies make their way back to Mitros. As you return, people at the dock beginning to recognize, not a huge crowd forming, but those people that are there sort of stop to like watch this and watch the heroes disembark. And as you guys get there, them cheering and shouting, almost like, like the cheers when when Norm comes into the bar. Like it was like, yes, it's these guys. Very excited to hear all of you, each of you, calling out all of your names and Callista's name, as all of these, as you guys get there and disembark. They will not take over your time, but you are here. You are back in Mitros. You are back in the city, the capital. 47 days left.
Did you say that as we were coming up, Cray would try to get up to the crow's nest and just wave at the Colossus, not knowing where Seema might be, just waving at the Colossus? It'll look like he's
Wonderful.
waving to Mitros, but he's actually waving to
His
Seema.
love.
Wonderful.
He'll be showing semen, all right. See,
I have
he's
no.
on the sea. He's a man.
Carry on,
Yeah,
then.
there's no other subtext. As you arrive, waving to the Colossus, and if she saw you, if she saw you, she would give you the respect of not giving her position away.
That's
so
right.
it's exactly the same as if she wasn't there.
That's right. Cray doesn't expect
and-
anything more than that.
And you guys get to this island. You guys get to Mitros, the big city. The city.
Flavor. The way Cray was waving, he's got his leg up on the side of the boat and he's waving like this, like Forrest Gump.
That's fantastic.
I'd imagine he'd actually be doing like the wave your hands in the air like you just don't care type wave. Come on.
Oh.
Wonderful.
Come on.
And what was I going to say? You guys are celebrated while you're here, but the thing is, nobody's expecting you. So there's not really like sometimes you guys get here, you get rushed to the next plot point kind of thing, but nobody knows that you're here. And so it's kind of your free reign, but when you get here, disembark, Kyra goes, okay, so she's walking off, like she's talking, she's got the scroll like wraps up and falls under her satchel, and she goes, okay, so I have a vision of the type of person it is. It's rich guy with statues. We can figure it out. I'm just going to do a quick check of the area and we'll get this done. And she turns and she goes, all right. And let me roll a die real fast. She goes, all right, see you all soon. She kisses Kiki on the cheek and then just goes,
No
I see you all
funny
soon.
business.
And just goes and runs. She goes, of course not. And she turns and runs, and then she just like you see her like sort of stumble and like jog for a second, start to stumble, and she goes, right. Okay. And she turns around with like this forced smile, and she goes, where to?
Can they kill me?
Well,
All right, well, where do all the ritzy people hang out and live? Is it just little, like, what's their zip code? Where do they all hang out?
we know at least one of them.
Yes.
Mhm.
Arcades and Arcades.
Alcades.
Thank you. I'm mixing him up with my magic card, Commander.
Fatima, you might have missed this. The reason that they know where Calista is that Kyra used her god powers to do that. But Kyra has some limits that I haven't fully explained yet, but the players do know, which is when Kyra does something that's what you would describe a godly miracle, her powers lessen, and she basically sacrificed her super speed for knowledge as to where Calista is. There's the Noble District. It is where a lot of it's the commercial area and where the rich people live, if you want to go there.
Yep. That seems like a logical first place.
You guys go through lots of shops and lots of things for sale. You hear advertising for a new play that's happening. And it's basically called The Star of Four, and it's premiering in a day or so. And you see a bunch of things moving around. You see carts filled with weird things like covered in cloth, just like moving down the street for whatever reason that is. You see people shouting, advertising, and there's kids running through and all this stuff. And you see on the hills a couple of large manors. Do you want to look around here, or where do you want to go? Do you want to go straight there?
I'd like to go straight to Alcades' house.
Okay.
Since we do know that he has a statuary.
Mm-hmm.
And also somebody who is versed in commissioning art might also know who else is commissioning art. And sculpture.
So you find Alcades. He is really excited to see you, and as he visits you, he goes, "Oh, hello, welcome, all of you. Hi, Kyra." And he bows to her, and she goes, "Hi," and he just goes, "And to what do I owe the pleasure? Isn't there?" Well, I assume she's off to, but none of my business. What do I owe the pleasure?
We were hoping we could take a look at your sculpture gallery, actually. If it would be possible.
Oh. Well, absolutely. Absolutely. Right this way. And he immediately ushers you in, and he goes, "I know that I have an impressive collection, and I always wanted to show it off, and it's always good to have it appreciated. You know, I work hard on it, and although I have many passions, I'm happy to show you." And he walks and shows you this room, this hallway with about 6 statues in it. And he goes, "I had some of these. I purchased some of these recently, and I also had to replace some after they were restored. But these are what I have right now. What do you think?"
Do I see anything that looks like a stone Calista?
Not at all.
Nothing there. You see, the problem is that we're looking for Calista.
Oh, is she a fan of statues?
You might say that.
Well, I mean, if she's a statue person, then you'll want to talk to maybe one of the dealers, or you can speak to if you're trying to speak to other collectors. It's embarrassing, but it's a fact. Okeanos is the one with the biggest collection. he would probably be able to give you some advice. Although, if you wanted to send her my way, I wouldn't mind speaking to her again.
As soon as she's free, she's just she's a little rock star. She's out there all the time.
Mm-hmm. I understand how it is. Feel free to send her by. But while you're here, did you any of you want to stay and talk? Maybe.
Unfortunately, we are in a bit of a rush. We are trying to get a few things done here in town while we've been able to stop in. But I was just hoping that we could take a look. This Okubiados, whereabouts would we find him?
Okeanos. Well, he's just in the district. And he gestures, and basically he said a few houses further down the hill. Well, up the hill. He's very proud of himself. And you can see like this 1%er being like annoyed with the 0.5%er. It's just like up the hill. And I think at this point, his wife's like, "Is that Euphemian?" Or like calls out, goes, "Is that Euphemian?" And he goes, "Yes, dear. I'm trying to get him to stay, but he doesn't want to." And she goes, "Tell him I said hello." And he goes, "She says hello."
Give me just a second here.
Are you even more dashing? Like, you're more dashing now, right?
I mean,
easily.
I'm in armor for one thing. Like,
Oh yeah,
armor.
you're okay.
Yeah. I look like. Yeah, I'm like 10 pounds of awesome in a 5-pound bag. Come on.
Yeah. I can't remember her name that I had for her. Was it Phobos? Niobe. Okay, yeah. Niobe. Niobe slept with you when you were not even a hero yet. And now you're the hero of prophecy. Like, she won't want to hit that. He's gonna want to hit that. But what was I gonna say? She's like, just tell him I said hi. And he goes, Niobe says hi. Hello. Just can't bother to seem to be bothered coming here herself, but she says hello.
They want to call you daddy.
Yes.
Of course, I understand. I'll just go through and I must have something here.
You do.
The vial of sand. I'm going to take the vial of sand that I got from the Nether Sea.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh, wow.
I'm going to give it to them.
Okay. Wow.
Just
yes.
A little token of my esteem.
When you hand it, you see that the sand is continuing to like it sometimes moves like it's blown in the wind, and sometimes sort of dissolves like it's been blown, like it's been poured out of the bottle, and then sometimes reforms and then grows back and then falls down. Like it's literally going through every event that sand can go through in this vial. And he looks and goes, "Thank you. I don't know what this is, but thank you. Is it one of a kind?"
Not one of a kind, but I doubt you'll find many collectors who have anything like it. It's a vial of sand from the Nether Sea.
You are always welcome here. What'd you say, Tammy?
Personally collected by yours truly, Euphemian.
Yeah. He goes, "You are always welcome here. The 5 of you, always."
Who's your daddy now?
I'm sorry?
Oh.
I said, who's your daddy now? Oh, I'm just saying that for Jen too.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that in character. I was the responding character. No. He's just like, he goes, "Well, thank you. If I can give you a word of advice with Okeanos, he likes to collect things. Money doesn't. Well, for money to mean anything to him, it has to be a lot of money. Otherwise, to trade, he wants something especially valuable. So if you're trying to get any statues from his collection for your Calista, then you'll probably need something significant.
I appreciate the insight.
I appreciate the gift, and you, and your guests.
I will.
Naomi goes. You hear Naomi go, did he say hi back?
Hello, my
goes,
dear.
Hi. How thirsty can I make one word? Please continue.
Let's buckle up and go down the street.
Mm-hmm.
As we leave, I'll be going to Euphemia. I'm like, how do you make everybody's like drawers drop? Like everybody.
Charisma,
Kyra
my
goes,
dear.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't have that.
Kyra goes, he's really charming. And Kyra goes, he's really, I mean, look at him. Also, he's just really sweet. Like, sweet guys go really far.
And the thing is he doesn't even have to try.
Yeah.
That's the catch. That's the catcher.
Yeah.
Can I just punch shit?
I mean, there are women that are into that. I mean.
Oh no! I mean, unless they want to.
No, I don't know. Kyra goes. She goes, no. I mean, like feats of strength. We write plays about feats of strength. There are women that have written plays about feats of strength.
Oh, I
and
was talking
athletics.
exactly the same thing.
Okay. And Kyra goes, it's not like she goes, you shouldn't sell yourself short. You've got plenty of attention too. You got Seema. You got, you got people.
Yeah, the mention of Seema's name, he gets kind of lovey-dovey in his eyes.
Kyra gets this really satisfied smile.
Only
So you
Calista
got-
was there with the little puppy or with the little hearts that she did the first day.
Is you guys make your way to this manor? Is there anything else you want to do on the way there?
Just kind of make mention as I'm walking towards Euphemia, but for the whole group. So this Okeanos, if he has Callista's statue, he's gonna want us to trade something unmeasurable of immense value to us to trade for her. What if we just drop the potion on her and she pops to life and she comes with us automatically? Don't have to trade anything.
That's very much something that I had hoped that we might be able to arrange, but if it's not possible, I do have some ideas.
Okay. Polymorph her into a butterfly and she'll fly out the window and your statue ran away. Oh darn. Let's get Calista.
You guys make your way to the manor. You make your way up this hill. As you're walking up this hill to this large manor, you see a servant bolt out of the house in fright. This young man just fleeing, and then you see another young woman leave after him. And they look and they go, and they see you and they go, "Oh, it's you. And the woman goes, "It's you four. You know, you must be here to help, right? He's gone mad." And the young man goes, "He's dangerous. I don't know if you knew about this or if it's just the fates that led you here, but thank you. He's lost his temper."
Oh,
Who's
shit.
this? Okeanos?
Yes. He's screaming at this. He just keeps looking at it and just keeps screaming, and he's so angry.
At what?
This work of art that showed up. I don't even know how it got there, and he's just so furious at it. He seemed dangerous. I had to go. I didn't want to leave, but I had to. He just seems out of control. This artwork is just so upsetting to him.
What is it?
Oh, frick. Cray's going.
Oh, Cray's just running? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is Euphemian running, or what are you saying?
Yeah, I'll run, but I'm not going to be able to keep up with Gray.
Kiki, are you staying to talk, or are you running?
Yeah, I won't have asked as soon as he said that it was the work of art. Yeah, I'll just book it with them.
You guys run, and you get up there. You get in here, and as you get out, you see at the front of the manor several different statues, marble and finely carved. None look familiar. They all look very artificial. They're all very, very posed. And you see like almost like a stained glass windows instead of actual working windows. And you see just complete ostentatious wealth all the way through. Like his house, he's sacrificed quality of life for displays of wealth throughout this place. And you run in and you come into this the grand hall. You see in this grand hall, the foyer echoes when you walk in, and you see this large painting on the wall, and this man, or you see a large painting. I'm going to say not like massive, but like size of a person at the end, like 60 feet away, I'll say. And you see this man in this finely crafted robe, screaming at this painting. And he goes, just stop it! And he takes this dagger and drags the dagger along the painting, and you see it just rip and then stitch back together.
Oh.
And he goes, stop mocking me! And he screams and stabs again. I want each of you to roll an investigation check. Or no, hold on. Those of you who want to make sense of this can roll an investigation check. Otherwise, I use your passive investigation, actually.
14 for me.
14.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Passive is 9.
Okay, so you guys look up. You immediately see this work of art. This painting is of this large person who looks almost bestial. And at first glance, he's like feeding himself grapes, like from the vine. But when you look closer, you see that he's dropping gold coins into his mouth. And you see this person with this large face and these tusks out of the side of his face and fur running down his body, almost like this half boar, half person. And he's got in his hands all of this golden wealth that's spilling from it, and this almost like this gluttonous feast of fortune. At a passive 16, Krayarin, you see bolting back and forth in manic fury that this is him on the wall. And he just says, just stop, just die. And he like reach and he sort of, and I think he's got like some minor magic, and there's like a firebolt, and fire starts to spread and fixes itself, rights itself again. He does not notice any of you at all. What's that?
Can I grapple him?
Yeah, roll an athletics check with advantage because he's not paying attention to you.
Yeah, that's gonna be this little 4'10" nothing going to go and grapple. But okay, here we go. Athletics, 11.
Okay. You reach for him, and he got an 18, and he just elbows you back. Like, your fury actually gets a hit on Krayarin. That doesn't sting or anything, but he gets a hit on you. Get off me! And he turns and looks at all of you. You see his face is like that kind of red from when you've just like used up all your air.
I'm gonna punch him.
Roll an attack roll.
Sorry, he needs to be subdued so he can talk and just relax.
Yes,
Relax,
punching
okay?
often makes me feel like I should talk with someone.
Oh, yeah.
Krarin's negotiation skills are unparalleled.
Oh, 22. And it's going to be non-lethal if I do hit him. But if you don't, then I'd rather stunning strike him. I just want to get him.
You can hit him. Roll damage if you want to just knock him out.
Can I leave him with 1 HP? I don't know if that's a possibility in D&D.
You can knock him. I mean, if you're dictating knocking him out, I'll let you have creative control over that.
Yeah, I'll just knock him out a bit just to kind of calm him down, and I'll be like, "Wow, he was freaking out."
Yeah, you knock him down. He's gonna just finish it. But if you do, just destroy the damn thing.
What is the problem with this painting, aside from the fact that it seems to be terrible likeness?
Was it like that this morning? Can I get up? And he doesn't wait for an answer. He just stands up. Like, it was totally rhetorical. And he stands up and he goes, "That's this painting I had made of me years ago. And it got changed this morning so that it does this. It's this mockery of me that is nothing like what I am. I am generous. I am kind. And I wanted my success and my glory to be known." And he looks up and he shouts at the sky, "That's what I asked for." She lies. So you gonna fix this?
I suppose I need to know a bit more about your situation. Had you recently come into possession of a satyr, a statue of a satyr?
Probably. I have a halls of statues, and I, at the point where I have people that seek them out and buy them for me, they discuss it with me. Had walls of statues that I will still do, I suppose. I delegate that at this point because the collection is large. Why did you want to buy one? Did you come here to buy something?
No.
Take it. Just take it. I'm generous. I'm kind. Just take the damn thing, whatever it is.
I'm going to nod over to Cray and Kiki.
Mm-hmm.
Say, do you think perhaps you can take a look, see if you can find her?
Don't mind if I do. Totally.
And could I ritual cast Identify on the
Sure.
painting?
Absolutely. So 10 minutes pass, and during that 10 minutes, Kiki and Krarin, I want you both to roll investigation checks. And if you're traveling separately to cover more ground, roll separately. If you're doing it together, one of you roll with advantage.
We do have a D4 we can spend on it now as well.
Yes.
I got a 15, so I think I'll
When did
do
someone
that.
buy a bonus?
No, that was the
Fatima.
inspiration.
Fatima, thank you so much for that. That's so kind. I didn't even notice you did that. You're so kind.
Is
Get
there
a
still
boost
that
on-
inspiration,
Inspiration?
though from
Yes, there is from
Valis?
Valis. Each of you has one inspiration.
I think I'll use my inspiration for this.
Okay.
And so is that a reroll?
Yeah.
Reroll. So hopefully it'll be a better one.
I'll try mine as well
Okay.
because that was horse shit.
Bah.
Okay, 17 for
No,
me.
that is 17. So you can,
15.
if you want, you can add the D4. If you want. It's up to you. You're the higher one.
Do you want to add Fatima's T4?
Okay, sure, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, crap. What do I do?
/R 1d4.
That's what I did. Okay, that's a 1, so 18.
18. You guys are looking through, and you're looking through the halls. And Cray, you don't fail. Just you find a lot of it's not like you do anything wrong, but you find halls of vast paintings and tapestries, and all kinds of rare artifacts, and not of magical value, but just like historical value, weapons and stuff. Kiki, you find these things too. But then after a while, Kiki, you turn a hall, and you see one servant leaving a hall that is completely empty. And she goes, "If you're here to help, you're too late. That's the last of them. They're gone."
Where are they gone to?
We took them like the master said. Didn't you?
Have you noticed he's delirious? Where did you take them to?
He got angry after we started doing this, but I don't think we did it wrong. We took them to the vault, like he said. We had to cart them off, like in over the last couple hours. We've been carting them off.
Is the vault in the house?
Kiki, you've grown up around Mitros, right? Or were you new to Mitros?
No, I'm not new to Mitros. On and off throughout the hundreds of years.
Okay. Then you would know. There is the vault is basically their version of the bank where they can hold wealth and rare treasures and anything that somebody considers valuable. The vault is protected by druids and druidic magic and is basically what do you call it? What do you call those safety deposit box on a magical scale? And as she says, we had them carted out an hour ago. With your 18 investigation, I'm going to call back to when you guys passed by a bunch of carts on the way in.
Damn it.
Do you recall a statue of a satyr?
Maybe there were 4 satyrs. One that I didn't recognize, I suppose, if that's what you're looking for. I'm sorry, are you here to help?
You're here to help us.
Craig, you were on a different part of the mansion, but I like this. I like this.
Yes. This was ours. The master was holding it for us. This one specific satyr statue, and he just told me and my friend, who's also somewhere looking for it, to come and grab it. And now they're all taken away. It is ours. He's told us to take it. I need you to take us to this vault. We need to go see this statue.
She goes, okay, I can take you, but I don't think he'll like that. I can go check. Can I go check with him?
You're welcome to try. He's
Okay,
clearly delirious right now.
Um,
But I'll go with back to the main room, and I'll be yelling out for Cray.
Cray, you hear that voice as the two of you reconvene. You reconvene. Reed, in the meantime, you hear this guy just talking. He goes, "We had a deal. And it's fine. And she wasn't supposed to." And as you the identify magic washes over you. This painting is enchanted by the Titan of Dreams. And this painting will continually contort to show the worst of this person. Not even his true nature, the worst of this person. And it cannot be destroyed, short of breaking her magic with some level of disenchantment that would work on Lutheria's artifacts. This will just eternally reflect, as Lutheria would put it, who he really is inside. And he's just talking to you, and he goes, she told me, and as he's doing this, And you're seeing this, he just goes, "You just told me all I had to do was just swear an oath to keep my statue collection locked up under any circumstances. And I get this, and the world would know about my glory and what I've accomplished. That was it. It's a simple deal." And he starts to tug on your shirt, on your robes while you're doing this, like trying to get you to agree with him. He goes, "That's a simple deal."
A simple deal that, well, it seems like you've bitten off more than you can chew.
No, she lied. She lied. I can't lie to her. I can't lie to her. And he falls on his knees and goes, I'm sorry. I can't, you can't take it. You can't take, I don't have it. And you can't take it. I'm sorry. Please don't take it. I didn't tell you you could have it. Just between us, I didn't tell you you could have it, right? I will give you 100 gold to have never told you that you could have it, if that's all right with you. Please. Kiki and Craig, you guys can walk in on this scene of him begging for this.
It seems to me that the oath is already broken. You're not happy with your half of the deal. You've already said that we could take
No, you can't. But I wasn't referring to that. I wasn't referring to that. You can't have it. If I break the oath and she comes for me, this is all they're going to remember. I need time to fix this.
If you said that you broke the oath for the greater good of everyone,
No, she would know. They would know. I can't break an oath to a Titan. She knows where I sleep. She is where I sleep. You can't have the statue. You can't have anything. I will let you stay here because you are my guests and you can ask for any food and wine you'd like. How's that? We're even. And I am a good host. How does that sound? And he turns and looks to each of you.
I much prefer the comforts of Alcades' place regardless, but unfortunately you have only one thing that I am interested in. And it seems to me that I have the ability to let everyone in the city know that. And then they can form their own opinions of you.
I mean, you
That's
could always.
everything.
Sorry.
I'll mention to Euphemian all the statues got moved to a vault as part of that agreement that I just happened to walk in and hear. So there's no statue here.
Not to mention, Okie. You can take a look at this statue or at this artwork and maybe spin it in a more positive light.
I look like a beast.
Some people like that. Rar.
Get out of my house.
So much for being a great host.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I mean, stay.
Oh no. The damage is done. You've reneged, you've lied, turned your back. No, don't. Everybody will hear about this.
Especially about the heroes of prophecy. Huh, interesting.
Everybody will
who?
listen to us.
You're
Oh,
who?
sorry. Euphemian. I mean, we've got to go down to this vault. I'm
You're
sorry.
Euphemian? Oh God. Why do you want the statue?
Well,
Shall
you
we?
see, there are four members of the prophecy. However,
And Craig, you see the eyes on the statue start to like burn, like turn into this burning fiery red, like almost like demonic, and you see his face. Oh God. Oh God, I fought that. I rose a hand against that. Okay. Would you like to live here?
I believe I could give you something that you want more than that. You said that you would keep us safe and take us away from the statue. Keep us away from a statue, correct?
Whatever you need. What do you need? Whatever you need. As long as I'm not breaking the oaths.
Well, all we need is for a potion to be administered to our friend, and she will no longer be a statue. The exact wording of this oath you have found is very specific.
That I would put the statues in the vault, keep them safe, and take them out for nobody.
If she walks out under her own power, you're not taking anything out.
I'm gonna pause time for a second. You make a really good argument. I also think that Euphemian must realize that what you're suggesting runs a great risk of being considered breaking the oath, depending on interpretations of fates and things like that. He is desperate to get in your good graces again. He is also aware in the back of his manic mind, but you know, like when you're manic and you're just like, okay, whatever, yeah. You would be rolling persuasion, or I guess intimidation, persuasion really, to try and get him to not dwell on the ambiguity of this. I'm not saying whether it is or isn't, but like an argument could be made that would violate his oath, and it's a matter of how scared he is of that, and he needs to be more persuaded by you than scared of that. If you would like to try and make a persuasion check,
I will go for persuasion.
mm-hmm.
18.
Would you say that he could have advantage because I punched him in the face? Just to get him out of his
No.
manic.
Actually, I might
No.
just use inspiration. I'll use my
Use your
inspiration on
inspiration.
that.
Oof.
That's not
16.
better.
Tammy's mom. They found the guy who owned Callista's statue on accident, and he was tricked by the Titan Lutheria into putting it into basically a magical safety deposit box across town that would be extremely difficult for these three heroes to get to. So they're trying to get his help. 18. He goes, I could. Well, I can ask the druids to go do that for us. They wouldn't let me in there. Euphemian, you would know best of all. The Vault of Thylia is literally a massive chamber underground guarded by druids and druidic magic. And unless you are a druid master who is a worker of this vault, you do not go underground, not even supervised. You tell them what you need, they go get it, they bring it back. I will also say, someone in the chat mentioned Gringotts. Roll a history check. This is actually an obscure historical fact.
Okay.
Allie, you might be understanding the voicemail I
12.
sent you. 12?
Yeah.
Out of 12, I will just say that you've never heard of anybody breaking in or out. I won't go into more.
Would Cray have any insight into anything at all like this?
Roll a history check.
Oh boy. Oh. Golly gosh. Ooh, 20. Dirty.
Someone mentioned in the group once the Cult of the Snake trying to get into this bank, and Moxina slapped it out of the discussion without hesitation as that is not a thing that happens, and said something along the lines of, if the king himself couldn't get in there, I have other things to focus on.
I'll let Euphemian know this and say it's something that even ne'er-do-wells might shy away from trying to get in and out.
Well, I would imagine that makes a certain amount of sense. You'd want security to the valuables, after all.
But don't they have, like, rules or laws preventing them from imprisoning people in there? I mean, technically, Calista is a prisoner right now.
Kyra says, well, Kyra's been looking at the painting and goes, it is a remarkable likeness on a metaphorical level. I mean, no offense. And he looks at her and just goes, ah. And she goes, there's so many people that would love to be memorialized this way. It could be a good thing.
Positive thinking.
And she sort of says under her breath to you guys, he is not a good person. She says, well, I don't. She goes, it's a matter of. I mean, you could convince them. You could try to convince them to go down there. I don't think he'd be able to help you, but if you can convince them to do that, maybe. And you could get them to get the cure to that statue or different statues. They could try that. That's a possibility. It's not the one I'd come up with, but it's a possibility. You can ask my sister, maybe, for advice?
What's the one you would come up with? Thrilling heist?
And she just, like, gives you, like, this really happy wiggle, and that is her whole response.
I love her so much.
Not that it wouldn't be tempting to rob the unrobbable bank. It seems like we're on a time crunch, and faster would be better.
Okay, one second. And she goes, she's true. Well, we could ask one of the druids to go and possibly we can ask one of the druids to go and try and administer it. I'm sure they could. We can get some of the cure made. They might be able to do that. That could work.
Euphemian, you could kind of alter yourself to look like Calista so that they know which one it is.
Not today, I'm afraid.
They could just bring out all the satyr statues. There can't be that many.
Well, I doubt they're going to bring anything out at the moment.
Yeah.
Although I suppose we could take a look at the academy and see if they have any further.
Okeanos goes, I'm sorry. Sorry. I did swear an oath to not if you're planning to get in there, I have to ask you to not do that, and then I have to ask you to leave.
You did, and we're
okay.
leaving.
Okay. Help me also. But also bye. Yeah, he desperately wants it's Euphemian's catch. He desperately wants your guys' help and would be glad to end this as soon as possible, but he cannot be in any way participant to whatever you guys are planning. He's let me think about let me think. He's gonna say let me think. He goes, I need to think of what he wants to say. He goes, if you go there and talk to them and convince them to do this, I will I can't have any part in it, but if you can fix any of this, I would be really grateful. And if you need any weapons or supplies for unrelated things at my disposal, let me know. This man is towing the line of what's not helping you right now. Like, he is genuinely like, if these were like a race car, he'd be like towards the edge of the wall of the track on like what could be considered breaking the oath right now. Don't cut this close, Euphemian. But he's just like I could maybe let you have some resources for other unrelated adventures. And if you find a way to destroy this painting, I would appreciate that too. Euphemia, with the identify, this painting will outlive Lutheria should she ever fall.
I could recommend a good upholsterer, perhaps, and cover it up.
Please do. Please do. Kyra goes, do you think that she has it enchanted so that it'll destroy anything that covers it? I mean, that's what I do. And he goes, why are you talking? She goes, I'm theorizing.
Do you have some paper, Euphemian?
I've always got paper. What do you mean?
I'll cover his face a bit. Let's see what happens.
Mm.
I'll
It's a waste of
go
parchment.
through
I'm
and
sure he's got some sort
draw
of
a
expensive
smiley
blanket.
face on my.
Oh, jeez.
Draw a smiley face using my magic ink.
On there, yeah. I think when you do, it sort of soaks in the ink, like it drinks it in, and all of the colors become more bold and pronounced. Like it's like fueled off of that. And Kyra goes, oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, that was a thought.
I don't
she
suppose
goes,
improving yourself offers any appeal.
Goes, I mean, I could try. I already give regularly. I everybody's seen me every week giving to like the poors. I do what I can all the time.
Everyone has seen you.
A lot of people.
And how
And
often
Kyra goes,
have you done when no one has seen you?
Why?
That's the point.
Kyra goes, oh my God. She goes, listen. And she walks over and takes his hands and goes, listen. You don't know the role that you played in taking someone very special from me. And I can't be that mad because I'm hoping that we get a heist out of this. But they're giving you a chance to fix your heart, and you should probably take that.
And in case you didn't know, this is Kyra the goddess.
And she goes, oh, he knows. You know, right? And he goes, and she goes, turns around and goes, okay, the heist thing was wishful thinking. You have a lot of other plans that might work. And And yeah, he just sort of slumps to the floor. Like, he wants to help you, but he doesn't want to break the oath. He wants to be redeemed, but he doesn't want to. Like, he's a bunch of contradictions. Like, his mind is racing in circles. He's not actively opposing you guys or doing anything to undermine you. You rolled a very high persuasion check, but also, like, telling you how to get in or something like that. That's bad. But Kyra goes, okay, so did you wanna try and have one of the druids bringing Callie some potion or something?
I mean, the worst that could happen is they say no at the moment, right?
That's fair.
Should at least try to be polite.
What time of the day did we disembark here?
Morning, so it'd be afternoon right about now.
Morning, okay. Do you think it's worth going to the academy to maybe look up and see if they have anything about imprisoning people there? If anything that we can use to help us convince them to go and free Calista? Do you think that would be a good use of our few hours of afternoon left before they close?
Well, perhaps we should at least check to see if we have any further doses. If we just flat out say, administer these potions to the 4 statues of satyrs. Currently we only have 2.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps it seems less suspicious. Requires less
How many of
accuracy.
those potions were you trying to have made?
Well, we had previously dropped off the potion for replication for saving the people that had been petrified by Moxina. I don't know if they have any further potions there. I just want to check to see if, maybe they've decided they should keep a small supply on hand just in case.
All right.
And we could offer them the books in exchange. Oh shit, that's not what you're really. No, you're owing them the books. So, but yeah, I mean, it may not hurt to see if they were able to replicate a little bit, that we can get extras to bring with us. And drop off the books while we're there for you.
And at this point, I will say that there are plans to be made, and maybe this is as easy as getting the potion to Calista. You do have a cure, and you planned for this weeks ago, in-game, years ago, out-of-game. You planned for this, which was good. It could be more complicated. It depends on what the druids do and whether the druids' help works. Whether there are any complications in between. A heist would be ridiculous, but Kyra wants it. There could be any number of solutions, but we'll have to cover them in time. Right now, elsewhere in the city of Mitros, down below, a winding series of tunnels, past the glittering walls and the trees, great as redwoods down there, are many different treasures, and one statue of one very dear friend who hears Lutheria's voice that says, I kept my promise. Now don't you feel safe? And that's where we're in this session.
I hate Lutheria so much.
Thank you all for playing. Thank you for watching. I'm keeping my word, even if Lutheria is being a dick. There's a couple ways to go about this, and it could be as simple as a few negotiations and roleplay moments, or it could be a heist, or you could just get a new character. Also, as a side note, Chandra really does respect this part of you, because you are making a very stupid decision because you care about somebody, which is probably the purest version of what you guys have to being true to who you are. because as Chandras would put it, she's probably very replaceable. So treating her like something else is human. So
I included you in my deal, bitch.
what's that?
I said I included you in my deal, bitch.
We will be
doesn't
playing
know
next
that.
week. We will be playing next week. We will be playing the day after Christmas. I'm going to try and sneak in some holiday surprises there I couldn't put into this session because, man, the session went nowhere near expected. Just a reminder, I'm putting the link in again. I'm Scott's opening seats open up to my campaigns if you guys want to play it. Also, I had one.
Oh,
You
no.
dropped out
Oh.
there, Ben.
Oh, you're dropping out, Ben.
Sorry, can you
Here
hear me?
we go.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had one. I have seats open to campaigns, and I had one person even ask me if I would run Odyssey of the Dragonlord for them, and I would.
Ah!
If someone else wants to join that, message me there or message me on Discord if you have me. You can message me on startplaying.games in that link, or you can privately contact me. We will be back next week. Does anybody else have anything they want to say?
Well, Merry Christmas.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Merry
Thank you so
Christmas.
much, everybody.
Thanks for joining us for wow, so long. It's great. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
All the best for the holiday season, whatever you may celebrate. We're all with you in
Yes.
spirit.
Be safe. Have a happy
Yes.
holiday.
Very
And we'll
happy
see you.
Festivus.
Very happy Festivus.
And keep warm, any of you Canadians that are watching us. 'cause
Yes.
We're freezing.
It's only -30. It's fine.
Before the wind chill.
Try not to get any iguanas falling on your head if it is cold where you are. Watch out for that. But
It's a
we love you.
universally United States problem.
That's right. All of it.
All right,
you
well,
guys
happy
so much.
holidays, everyone.
All right.
Happy holidays.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.